This is Jimmy. This is monochromatic Jimmy. Wait, no, I need to change his name because it doesn't. Mono. Do we spell monochromatic? Mono. Monochromatic Molly. Monochromatic Molly came into life so quickly. If you guys have seen my thing, if you guys have any questions, I could answer any questions. I could go over it. Or we can chill. You can bask in the presence of monochromatic Molly. Before I continue, do you guys want to see something cool? I recently actually discovered how to actually do this properly. Are you guys ready? You get this color, and then you move it to like the warmer, and then you change that. That looks so much pinker than it actually is, because that's very blue. And you go on there and you do that, and it's the different color. And then if you want to do the same thing, and then move it over to the other side, and then move the grayscale, and then do that, and look, that's green. Look, that's green, but when you actually look at it, you're wrong, and it's blue. Look at that, it's the same color. It is crazy. I just figured that out, like, not that long ago, and I was like, "Dude." So we're gonna give monochromatic Molly some tattoos with green. The green that's actually blue. I figured it out. I cracked the code for color theory. Dude, for real. I'm gonna give monochromatic Molly piercings too while we're at it. And monochromatic Molly doesn't have any eyes. She has like the spot for eyes, but she doesn't have any eyes. She doesn't need eyes. And look at that, that's the same color. And I was like, whoa. What other color can we make? That's pink. That's pink right there. And give monochromatic Molly some blush. Maybe she's like an anime girl. But this is why when I was like talking about like colors and stuff like that, you can also like move this like for the hue right here. And the closer you move it to like the color you want, and then you can change like the values of it, and it's gonna give you different colors because of the way that like because oh, I'll be back. Un momento, por favor. Anyways, so that's the reason why when I was talking about like color theory and stuff like that, that when you just like move like the hue for like a color, and then you also have to change the value for it because that looks so much pinker than that does. Because this like looks purple, and then this looks like a pinkish kind of color. Color theory on monochromatic Molly. You could do the same thing with like darker colors too, kind of. I make yellow. No, that's like gray. That's green. I can see that. She is a crystal gem. We'll always find a way. And if you think we can't, we'll always find. I hella messed up those lyrics. There's her crystal gem. Kind of. Need like. That kind of looks like rock. There's a song that is now stuck in my head. Molly. Molly Sells Molly by the Seashore by Sorry Mom. It is a great song. Grayscale? Yeah. We're gonna merge these layers together. Mm-hmm. Mm. For grayscale, if you're on white, then you should always start with like an in-between color. So there's my in-between. And then we're gonna go in with some of the dark colors. What do people's faces look like? Um, and then the dark colors. I don't know what's gonna play next. Oh, that's fine. Then there are the dark colors. And then we're gonna go in with the light. And it's gonna be on that side. And it's gonna be that. And then that's where the lights are. I'm gonna blend this in with my little half-tone brush that I don't remember where I got. And then no, I want a different gray. And then darker gray, and then get these shadows in. And then my little fuck. This is reminding me of an assignment that I did in high school, and we were using charcoal, and my pencil sketch was really good, and then I put charcoal on it, and then it looked really bad, and I hated it. And then that's it. That's the end of the story. And I'm pretty sure I threw it away. But art is full of mistakes. And they're not, because they're not mistakes. They're happy little accidents. As Bob Ross once said. People are scared to make mistakes when they're doing art, but it's like, it's what makes your art unique. And plus, otherwise, how are you going to learn? Oh, yeah, for sure. I do too. But the thing with me is that a lot of the times when I'm drawing, my sketch will just turn into the line art because my sketches, for some reason, always come out really clean. Or not always, but there have been a lot of times where they come out really clean. And then I just get to use that sketch and I just have to like clean up some spots that I don't really like. There was that one artwork that I had done and I just ditched the line art entirely. And what I ended up doing is I kind of just started trying to focus on the shadows and like the colors and stuff like that. And then it ended up working out. I don't know how, but it ended up working out. We're gonna fix this dude's bottom lip. But yeah, make mistakes when you make art, because then your mistakes are gonna make it turn out better. Earlier, when I was doing, because this is what I'm working on right now. This is Tetsu Tetsu. In the time lapse, there's that, and I was using my reference, and I didn't like it, and then I ended up scrapping like most of it, and then his face right there, I really didn't like it either. Which it didn't look bad, but there was just something about it that I really didn't like, so I ended up just restarting on it. And then even then, right there, I didn't really like it, and I had to like stretch out his face because his face was really short. And then I did the rest of his face, and then I tried to adjust like his like the body position because when I had done it, I was like, this is not like something is not right here. And then I did that, and then what I ended up doing is I ended up scrapping like the entire body, and then I ended up moving his legs, and then it started looking better from there. And I started working on his clothes. That's how I started doing it when Because that's why you have to make mistakes. How are you gonna learn if you don't make mistakes? We're gonna give this guy a chisel jaw. I don't know how this nose looks. I can't tell if this looks like a real person right now. Oh, we're skipping this song. So for grayscale, um, when you're doing it, because right now I'm doing it like on a white background, so I hate this update. I hate it so much, and I hate it. But whatever. For grayscale, when you're doing it, so I'm doing it on a white background. So I started with the midtone. Here, let me go back to the time lapse. So when I was doing it, I started with like that like gray because I'm starting it over white, and then from there I go in with the darker or the darkest colors. So I went in with like it's not black because I don't know, I just didn't want to put in black, but um so it's like a super super dark gray, and then I started going in with the highlights, and then after the highlights, I kind of just started like shading where like the light would hit, and it's kind of like a mess with it until you like it, because that's what I've been doing honestly. But so I've just been like layering like where the colors would be, or not the colors, but where like the light would hit and stuff like that. So like right here on the nose, this needs to be like tapered in a little bit more, and I don't have the right color. This needs to be like tapered in a bit more. So it would be like that, and then you just get like your grays, and then you just like adjust where you need to. So like right there, he looks a little mad, but and then if you're smoothing it out, then it would be like, and then smooth out like what you need to. But when you're doing grayscale, it always starts with like that middle color, unless you're starting on like let's say like a gray toned paper, or like your background is just gray, because I could do that, because I could just go into here and be like, oh look, now it's gray. And then I would start with the shadows. I'd start with the darkest shadows, and then the lightest highlights, and then I'd start going in with those other like middle colors. But yeah, for grayscale, it's just starting with the middle and then going dark, like from one extreme to the other. So from the lightest and then to the darkest, and then start touching on other stuff in between. Because then when you do that, you're gonna be able to see like the planes of the face better, or the planes of whatever you're drawing better, and you're gonna be able to see like how light hits and stuff like that. And speaking of which, I really need to add lighting to this other side of his face. So like right here, I'm going in. It's not the lightest color that I've used, but I'm still going in to like add those like highlights, and that's lighter. To go in like with those highlights. Oh shit. and then I change the color to like those more middle tones to kind of smoothen it out without 100% like blending it out, you know? Mhm. So it kind of sometimes depends because this one is blue. Because when I was doing this one, like I started with blue, but like let's say I also like if because this is Procreate, and if I wanted to, I could just give it a gradient map, and then that's gonna change like the whole thing. So like here's like all the there's a few of the different gradient maps that I have, but like I could just go in with the gradient map, which that honestly looks really cool. So I'm gonna keep it like that. Um, but let's say let's start with green. So if I'm gonna do green, it's gonna be that mid tone, and you're gonna color in with that like middle color. And then from that middle color, you're gonna go darker to get the darkest shadows of the face or the whatever it is. And then you're gonna go into the lightest, which I'm gonna move that a little bit off to the side a bit more. And then there are the darkest, lightest, and middle scales. And I would say it's kind of the same thing when you're going in with grayscale too, where you're going middle, darkest, lightest, and then from there you're just going in with the in betweens. Or you can cheat like I do and use a gradient map, which I've done numerous times before because they're helpful if you're doing like digital artwork. If if you like do like a gradient map, because I feel like it just makes it easier. Because then in the other artwork that I had shown 2 weeks ago, that one for the lights and the shadows, I used I went in with a grayscale, and then after the grayscale, I used the gradient map to um to change the colors of it. Because when it's gonna be stuff like this, and it's like a whole bunch of like different colors with like different values and stuff like that, then it can be easier to just like use a gradient map. But I from what I understand of like colors and stuff like that, it's middle, darkest, and then lightest. And then from there you like jump back and forth. I don't know if that answered what you were asking. This came out really cool though. Mm, so I don't remember if I have. We're gonna go on a little adventure because I don't remember if I have. Oh, I do. Oh, wait. Oh, don't look at that. Oh, oh no. Oh, I, I don't even know where that came from. Ignore it. You never saw it. Okay, I haven't used Ibis Paint in like forever. Mm. No. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like that just tells you how long it's been since I've used Ibis Paint. I did not know that that was there, and that scared me. No, go away. Use for what? This literally hates me. Um, don't mind me. Mhm. Oh, it's for. Okay, so I pressed on one of the brushes by accident. Okay, let me. Okay, that's not. Wait, what am I doing? I don't have any of my sick ass brushes, so I'm just gonna wing it because I don't remember how to use Ibis Paint. I hate. Why is the pressure sensitivity like that? How do I change that? Okay, do I just cry about it? I'm not entirely sure. Mm. Okay, I think I get more what you're saying. So, because skin color can be like a little weird. Because like, what's like a good skin color? Because like, there's like your skin color, and then when you start adding like black or start adding white, like it kind of does get like the colors do start looking a little weird. And I want to say it's just like when you were using like your grayscale, like it was just like such a really big jump from like, oh, like it's. I don't remember how to use Ibis Paint. It's like, oh, like it's this gray, and then you kind of like do like a really big jump to like, oh, now it's this. So then when it's like next to each other, like it looks like it has that really big jump. Um, the top two are like really good though. Like when it comes to like the shading of it and stuff like that. But I think that's what's good. Take my words with a grain of salt. I don't remember how to use Ibis Paint. Can you tell me? I don't like this pen. Do, 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 do. Ooh, hello? Oh wait, no, it is doing stuff. What the hey? Yeah. So like I would say that like when you're doing it and you're gonna start with the grayscale to start with like one specific like shade of gray and then from there like do like the shadows and stuff like that. Cause like in the bottom ones, like it looks like it starts with a much darker gray. So I would say to start with like the same gray like on all of them and then from there start adding like the shadows and stuff like that. Cause then from there I think it would start to look like what you're trying to go for. Like, give him a mustache. This smudge is so smudgy. Yeah, that's what I want to say. I don't know. I haven't colored with a grayscale, like going from grayscale then going to color in like a cool minute. What you could really do is you can just use the grayscale as like shadows and stuff like that. Because that's also possible. It looks like his face is melting. Because that's also possible where you can just start with like a grayscale and and use it for like the shadows and stuff like that and then just do flat colors in whichever colors it is you're going for. Don't mind me melting this guy's face. Mhm. What you can okay, because we're going back to the home screen. What I have is where'd it go? Where is it? Right here. It's like this head model thing. So like when you go and like you're using like you're looking at the head. It's slow right now because I have like a whole bunch of stuff running. You can change like how the lighting looks and it can show you like how the lighting it's only for like the head and it only has like heads but I think it's good and then environmental lighting too and it has like that kind of stuff if I'm right it's called like head model studio or something like that. Yeah, head model studio. It has a paid version but you can also use it for free. I think it's good. I haven't used it in a cool minute, but I think it looks pretty good when you're looking at like lighting to like face and stuff like that. Yes. Let me, because I'm pretty sure I do have it on my phone. Yeah, you can get it on your phone. Because there's a paid version and then there's also like a free version. Well, it's the same. It's like on the same like app, but there's like a paid and a free. And I think that I thought it worked pretty good when it comes to like lighting and stuff like that. I've I've dabbled with it before. We're gonna color him in grayscale while we're at it. Do I need a new eyeliner anymore? Or my sketch anymore? I don't think so. I just give this man an eyebrow. I don't remember the color palette that I used for this. Because I drew him yesterday. Or today. And I don't remember what I used for it. But I'll figure it out. Okay, we're gonna color him in grayscale. And we're gonna see how this turns out. What are those jokes where it's like the line does not concern himself with da, 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 da. I personally do not concern myself with staying inside the lines. Lines are optional. I use them occasionally. These lines, sole purpose, are first the shape. Of course. No shit. I said that I don't concern myself with lines or with staying inside the lines, but I concern myself a little bit when it's so devastatingly like not like on the line. Okay, so we're gonna get this one. We're gonna get him like a mid gray. That is my mid gray. And we're gonna come here and we're gonna do the thing. So we're gonna get this and we're gonna get the darkest one and then I need to fix alignment. Because how did I do that? I didn't even finish this liner. Didn't even finish it anymore. We're like, oh my god, let's get started. Freaking lame. I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go this, I'm gonna go back to my crayons. And then we're gonna start going in with the darkest color. Maybe right here. Maybe like that. Wait, I really didn't finish this liner. I'm realizing that the more. So I didn't finish his hair right here. Gary, I have a question. Are you recording this one? I want to say that you are. Gary. If you are, can you cut out the part where I mildly expose all my super like old like IBIS paint stuff if it's possible. Pretty please. That does not need to be shared. They're not bad. Hold up, wait. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second as I need to see by myself what it was that I just like froze on. Of course, it gives me an ad right now. I honestly don't even remember the last time I opened IBIS Paint. Oh my god, this is freshman year of high school. No, this isn't freshman year. This is junior year. I very specifically remember this being junior year. There's two of these I made junior year. What did I make this one? Does it tell me? I have no. I don't remember how to use IBIS Paint. This is from yeah, this is for my junior year of high school. And one of the drawings that I made is I could have done better on that. The line work is honestly pretty bad. 2024, like early 2024. Dang. What even is oh, where's oh, this is so fire. This is so kind. This is so funky fresh. Whatever. There, you guys can see my screen again. My Tetsu Tetsu. Do you guys agree with the music choice? Can you guys hear it? I don't know. Guys, what do you want to listen to? What are the recommendations? Here, I'll tell you that. Disney songs. What's a good Disney song? We're gonna the Oogie Boogie song. I love the Oogie Boogie song. Our friends on the other side. I don't care what anyone says. 99% of the villain songs are like the best songs in the movies. Like all the villain songs are always bangers. Now, please. I can read your future. I can change around some. I look deep into your heart and soul. Dude, for sure. Like, I love the villain songs are always gonna be my favorite. Ursula, like Ursula's song, that's a banger. The poor unfortunate souls. My soul is so poor and unfortunate. She sees me. I just realized that his tie is crooked. Young man from across the sea. You come from 2 long lives abroad. I'm a royal myself. Your lifestyle's humble, but your phone's hard. Merry little honey whose daddy got dough. Time come down. From place to place. But freedom takes greed. Live actions never hit the same. Never. I hate it. I hate if okay. Hate is a strong word, you guys, but I absolutely hate live actions. The only live action that I actually like is the Beauty and the Beast live action. Beauty and the Beast popped off, but like all the other live actions, I don't like them and I don't watch them. They're coming out with the live action Moana. Moana's fine being not live action, being animated. I don't remember Cinderella. I also don't remember watching Aladdin. I okay. I if I'm right, Aladdin did also come out kind of good, but I haven't watched it nearly enough recently to remember. Dude, for real. And then for the Snow White, for the live action Snow White, I have not watched it. So I can't really like say with full certainty that I'm not going to like it, but I have a feeling that I'm not going to like it. Oh my god, the Oogie Boogie song, guys. I manifested it. But yeah, like I haven't watched it. Oh, is it really? Cuz I know that they just from like looking at a lot of the trailers, I know that they could have done a lot better, but I haven't watched it. I also haven't watched the live action uh 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 um what is it? The live action Little Mermaid. I haven't watched the live action Little Mermaid. No hate to Halle Bailey. I don't care what color a person's skin is when they play a character. Um but I just haven't watched it and I'm just like, like cuz it's that's what I heard. I heard that they like changed a whole bunch of stuff about the story. And I feel like that's why I absolutely hate a lot of the live actions because like when they like try to tell the story, they tell like a different story. Lilo and Stitch. Oh my god, Lilo and Stitch came out so bad, and I absolutely hate the live action Lilo and Stitch with literally all of my soul. Like Lilo and Stitch live action did so bad. Why'd they do that to my buddy Jumba? Like, ain't no way. Ugh. As much as I appreciate being like, oh yeah, like strong woman, and as much as I love strong women, like, oh my god, dude, woman, but that's not the point of the story. Give like if you're going to remake something, at least do it right. Because what something else that I don't. This is also like a remake kind of like idea. The new Volkswagen buses, I absolutely hate those too. Because they're like, oh, we brought them back. You didn't. They didn't bring shit back. Y'all know what they brought back? They brought back an ugly car and then just and called it a Volkswagen bus in hopes that it would sell more. That's what I feel like it is. Like that is not the child that I've always wanted. Like no, don't say you guys brought it back. You guys didn't bring shit back. There's music in the air, 'cause I'm a gambling boogeyman and you don't play fair. On the line, not my fault, but yours, boy. But yeah, live actions not my thing. I'm not gonna watch the live action Moana. I haven't. I kind of want to watch the live action Ariel or Little Mermaid because I haven't watched it, and I'm kind of curious about it because I feel like a majority of the people who hated on it were just like, "Oh, Halle Bailey shouldn't have been playing Ariel." It's like I don't give a. I don't care who's playing Ariel, but I don't know. Oh, we were listening in Disney. This isn't Disney. Disney. Yeah, because they cast. I don't remember her name. But they should have cast someone else for Ursula. That's the only thing that I know from what I've seen from the trailers. They should have cast someone else. Ursula was based on a drag queen. If you guys didn't know, they sh- it. If I'm being entirely honest, it'd be so cool if they got a drag queen to play Ursula. Like that'd be such a banger, dude. For sure, they should have gotten a drag queen to play Ursula. Or if not, Ursula should have been played by a black woman. No one can change my mind about this. Ursula should have been either someone in drag or a black woman. There's no in between. For real. She ain't. Because they were like, oh, like inclusivity, let's cast more people of color. You're not casting people of color for the right roles. Days are gone. If I'm being honest, I think I'm just gonna flat color this. Are you guys ready to see what I drew yesterday? I drew this yesterday. I was bored. And I'm gonna steal the colors from this. That's the wrong thing. So don't mind me, you guys. Okay. I just needed those colors. That's the only reason you guys got to peek at that. Mm, for the body, because also, I feel like it also kind of just depends. Not like the skin color, but like I'm trying to like think of the word. Have you seen those things where people like get like the color and then they put it in like they get it and then they put it in like gray? You can do that and then use that gray. So then like this is like the color that I'm using for his skin, but like it's like that's the matching gray for it. You can do that and then that can be your base so that it doesn't look too pale or anything. That's because that's what my mind was automatically going to. That like that when you're doing it, I don't like this song. That like when you're doing it, it has to be like more. This is like the skin color, I guess, of like that character. Talking about Moana. Long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water. No matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be the light starting to see. It calls me. No one knows. Moana, why are you so loud, girl? This is also a good song, "Make Man Out of You" from Mulan. The Mulan live action did not meet up to my expectations. Get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for some? Bunch I ever met. Within the center, you are sure to win. But there goes the good. Where? I forgot. This isn't relating to like anything at all. But personally, when I'm doing stuff like line art or stuff and stuff like that, I really like using. I don't know what I did, but I really like using. I really like using like blue because I always think it looks better like that. Oh shit! Did that do anything? Because then it's blue, and then when you do this one, because that's my line art, kind of. It was my sketch, and then I just cleaned up the parts that I didn't like. But I do it under. I When I do it though, I always turn the opacity down because then I can see like I don't know. But that is how I do it. I do it under, and then it's the wrong layer. That's the wrong size. I do it under, because then when you're doing stuff like this and you're going under that line art and it's blue, I like that color, the way that it turns the line art afterwards. But that's just me. Raging fire, serious as the dark side of the moon. Guys, it's Coronation Day. Dude, you're good. I always mess around with colors a lot. So I don't want to say that I learned quickly, but I'm also the kind of person to like fuck around and find out. So I fucked around and then I found out and then I figured stuff out, which I'm gonna expose myself a little more. In here, this is the first artwork that I had done on like digitally, and it's good. Like the way that it came out was a lot better than I thought it would. But the way that I was doing it, I was experimenting a lot. And then from there I went to this one where instead of like mostly just experimenting with it, like I knew what I was doing more. And then because I did this one, I moved on to this one, and from that one it was this one, and then from that one I changed the colors. But yeah. Oh yeah, color pencils scare me if I'm being entirely honest. Um when I was in my art class, I would like my color pencils would always like come out really light because I would always not want to put pressure on it because I didn't like breaking pencils. But what I used a lot was watercolor, and I was fucked around with watercolor because I was little as watercolor can be forgiving. I feel like it's fun to fuck around with watercolor. Mm, But yeah, so I fucked around with watercolor a lot, so that's when I started learning more about colors. Guys, conceal, don't feel. You can't let them know. Everyone will know. I use a tablet, so I like this is Procreate. Um so I use like a little pencil or an Apple Pencil because I personally can't do anything with the mouse. I didn't like I'm not like a tech savvy person, and when I wanted to make that transition from traditional to digital, I needed like something more pencil like to hold. And then I got an Apple Pencil because I think that's the most comfortable. And I don't think I'd ever be able to draw with a mouse personally because I don't know how people get their mouses to misbehave to misbehave to behave because never once when I've used a mouse it's behaved for me. Okay, bye bye. What is this? Oh shit. The Lizzie McGuire movie. No. Are any of you guys theater kids? Because I'm about to play Hamilton right now. Oh wait, I have to like actually see what you guys are doing. Hamilton. You're Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. I actually really like that. For a pound. Money, 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 money. Makes the world go round, go round, go round, go round, go round. Money makes the world go round, world go round. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Hunger. So what's going, so what's going, so what's going? Money makes the world's going, so If we don't have anything else to talk about, we are free to go. I hope you guys know that. No one is being obligated to stay, I promise. Which I might have to skedaddle, not gonna lie. So are there any more questions, you guys? You too. I'm gonna skedaddle. I bid thee farewell. A good night, a good morrow.